Hi, I'm Wayne Blanchard, and I'm from the government, and I'm here to help you. Don't believe that? Oh, okay. Well, I am Wayne Blanchard. I'm not from the government. I'm from the money professionals, and I'm here to help you. I want to help you understand what your government is maybe doing to you, for you. You'll have to make those decisions. I don't understand what's going on with the government. I think I've pretty much lost faith in what's happening with our government. At the local level, we're seeing situations where we told the government we wanted to hold the line on property taxes, and then we came back and they didn't have enough money to do what they wanted to do. So what do? They're going to raise fees. So in essence, we're going to pay the same money out of our pockets as we would have paid before. But the real thing is that the people we're electing don't really care, and the government agencies that they're supporting don't really care about what we want. It's about what they want. Now, if we go from local and state and we start to look at the Congress, let's think about the Congress. Here we have a body of, we're watching laws go through Congress that the congressmen, the senators, don't even write these things. They're farming them out to other places and other people to write the bills they're proposing. And they're actually voting on them without them even reading the bills themselves. They've even gone so far as to do things like have a speed reader come and make fun of the fact that they didn't read the bills. I don't understand that. I think that we ought to be able to kick somebody out if they admit that they haven't read the bills. We've got congressmen that are going home to their districts right now that are saying, hey, well, these bills are just too long and too complicated for us to read before we have to vote on them. Well, hey, don't vote on them then. Certainly just don't pass them. But we know what's going on. These people don't care about us. Most of our people that go into work for Congress, for the House, or for the Senate are there for themselves. And the reason they don't read these bills is because they don't care what's in those bills. They've made their deals, and when they make their deals, whether they're along party lines or they've got their situations where the lobbyists have taken care of them, whatever the reason is, they've made up their mind, and whatever's in the bill really doesn't make any difference. Even Obama didn't know what was in the health care bill at one point. So, the whole idea of them taking care of us is pretty much out the window. And by the way, I think if you get the chance to let any of them know that you ought to let them know. Not only is Congress doing strange things, we have an administration that is doing things that are just unheard of. For the first time, we have a president that fired the head of a major corporation. I don't know about you, but that scared me to death. I've never seen anything like that. We've got an administration that has czars in it. What are we doing with czars? I don't understand czars. I don't understand why we need czars. I don't understand what's going on with the whole idea of czars. I do know that the administration's goal is to take us away from capitalism. Now, capitalism is kind of one of our major tenets, and I think the majority of the people in the United States believe that. There are other people that don't, but there's a majority that do believe that. And we're going to take away capitalism. So when we take away capitalism, we don't know what we're going to get. It's really funny because when I first started out, some of you that have been clients of mine for a long time can remember client presentations, and I still say this. When I teach about asset allocation, I will talk about how the markets perform based on free markets and based on capitalism. And I get to the end, and I used to make a joke of the fact, I said, listen, this will work as long as our economy is always capitalistic. In other words, as long as we're under capitalism. But guess what? We're moving away from capitalism. We're heading down the road to socialism, fascism, Marxism, communism. I don't know exactly where we're headed, but I can tell you that it's not capitalism. Now, where we are going is to a situation where a small group of people are going to tell us and tell the markets what we can do. They're going to run our country. A small group of people will be running our country and running our lives, basically. And that is going to have an effect on your money. There is absolutely no doubt about it. We can no longer think about what's going to happen. You know, like I said, capitalism is no longer in effect. We don't know what's going to be happening. So, what does it do for your investments? Well, for the first time, you have to start thinking about investment-wise, what does the government think about the investment that I'm going to take? And at any given point in time, they may just change their minds about what's going on with that investment, and you could be out. So you're going to need some help in terms of figuring out what should I invest in, and being fairly nimble in terms of saying, all right, maybe I need to do something else. But the government is having a vast effect, and you need to know about it, and you need to work with somebody that's watching it all the time, and we are. So again, we're not talking about a doomsday scenario here. This may last a few years, may be taken care of sooner than that, but I don't know. But it's a change. It's not doomsday, but it's a change, and you need to know how to react and what to do. We can help you. If you'd like some help, we're here to provide it. Let me ask you this question. Would you feel comfortable introducing me to the people you care about and could use our help? How about this? The next time you're in a conversation with a friend, family member, or a neighbor, and the topic turns to money, would you introduce them to me? Simply take out your cell phone, look up my number. You did put it in there last week, didn't you? 321-752-5656. And call me immediately. Just pick up the phone and call me. Is that fair enough? Anyway, have a great week. Until next Tuesday, I'm Wayne Blanchard. I'm not from the government, but I am from the Money Professionals. See you then.